Hey there. Well, I guess it's a good day to do the open.
Sydney Steinbrenner Bridges, 24.1, Denver, Colorado.
On scale, 30-20-pound dumbbell. Josh Bridges, Denver, Colorado, 24.1. Dumbbell. Here we go. I'll give my tips and opinions as we're talking, but we don't need to do tips for 24.1. Don't suck. My favorite tip. Yeah, this is it's gonna be a fun workout. It's fun is a funny word to say, but yeah, it's a breather workout. You know, for people. For the majority, I think for a lot of people, this is just going to be a straight breather and how hard can you push the burpees. I don't think people realize probably how important the burpees are in this workout. The burpees are the longer movement in this workout. So that's where you can lose time or gain time. So, you know, you got to push those burpee paces on these workouts more than you think you can, especially if the dumbbell's light for you. If the dumbbell's heavy for you, you know, then maybe don't sprint the first sets of burpees. But as it goes on, yeah, the burpees are going to be where you need to push the pace and stay nice and smooth on the dumbbell, because you can't really gain too much time on the dumbbell. You can only lose time on it. So you can't go slow, or if you need to break because of grip, you know, they need to be short, quick breaks. And you can't miss, right? You can't short the top or not touch the dumbbells to the bottom, right? You can't miss any reps. You gotta be on point. You can't miss anything, because the amount of time in between the top level people is gonna be seconds. And I think you're gonna see some people get in the 5-minute range. Don't miss any reps, smooth as fast on the dumbbell, and then go a little harder than you think on the burpees. And don't waste any time, right? Don't be laying on the ground. You're never gonna fail a burpee. We've talked about this all the time. You're never gonna fail a burpee. Lay on the ground, get back up, get over the dumbbell, and keep moving. Yeah, there's no room for error on this workout, but it'll be fun. We're in the sun. We got a beautiful weather in Colorado today. It should be, it'll be good. It'll be a good time. Let's party. Espresso pre-workout, you know, that's what I always do. I've never taken pre-workout. I don't think I've ever taken a pre-workout. Maybe in high school once, but I didn't like the way it made my heart feel, so I stopped. Never gotten into a pre-workout. So just coffee, black coffee.
All right, when's the last time you officially signed up for the Open?
2018 was the last time I actually did the Open. So that was my last year competing. In 2019, I was just out of surgery, so I didn't do it in 2019. 2020, I hadn't gotten the surgery I had in 2019 was pretty, it was a tough surgery to come back from. So it was 8 weeks on crutches. So even in 2020, I wasn't ready to even try to compete again or anything like that. 2021 was a little weird still from COVID. And then I moved. So 2022, I just moved. And I just was kind of trying to figure out what to do with where I wanted to go. And so, yeah, I always did the workouts that I could. But yeah, I didn't sign up for it, had a lot of excuses. And so this year I technically should be getting surgery on the 5th, but moved it back a little bit. So I'm going to try to do the Open as much as possible this year, and I will sign up for it. This workout I can do full. So I'll put my score in and we'll see how it goes.
What's going on? Why are you getting surgery?
So I have a meniscus tear on my right knee. So not the actual bad knee that I've had the big surgeries on in the past. So my right knee, which has never caused me any issues since early 2000s. Early 2000s, I tore that ACL in my right knee, but haven't had any issues since then. But about a month and a half ago, I started feeling it swelling after I was squatting. And so I was like, oh, that's weird. There was no injury. There was no like moment where I was like, oh, something bad just happened. But just started noticing I had swelling in it, and I was starting to catch a little bit. Kind of had in my mind, I kind of thought it might have been meniscus. And so I went to see my doctor, got an MRI, and I have a big meniscus flap. So they're going to go in and shave it, and I have some cartilage damage on the medial side of that knee that he's going to try to clean up. And it should be a quick recovery is what he's telling me. We'll see, we'll see. So a quick recovery, I think, it's an outpatient. I believe it's weight bearing immediately. You don't have to, be off the foot too long because they basically just go in, snip the meniscus, and then clean out the cartilage damage. And it's a pretty not so crazy invasive surgery. So you kind of just have to let the wound heal, and then basically start to try to get the fluid out, get the muscles back, because there will be probably a little atrophy. Anytime you go under the knife, there's always gonna be a little atrophy. So turn all those muscles back on and get them firing again. This is gonna be number 4 knee surgery. So I've been here before, and this seems like out of the 4 is gonna be the easiest, hopefully, knock on wood. Open definitely was the most stressful part of the CrossFit season by like a lot. Because everything else, regionals was stressful because there was less room for air. There was only typically 6 to 7 workouts. So you had less room to have a bad workout. The games, you're at the show, right? It's stressful, but you're there, and that's the end. And so, it is what it is. You just go in, you do what you can, and you get after it. But the Open, it was all on you. You had to make sure your video was in the right angle, or your judge, sometimes judges would be almost scared to no rep you because they're just a person who goes to a gym who gets asked to judge, and gets put on the spot. And sometimes, if you have a bigger name from CrossFit world, like they could be a little nervous to tell you, hey, you're not doing the movement to the standard. And so, then you have to hope that, your video looks good, or the video could mess up, or someone could walk in front of it, or you couldn't see the clock, or whatever, all these little things. And then you're stressing about the leaderboard, and the Open was in my mind, the most stressful part of the season by like a lot.
What are you planning to do for the warm-up?
I'm gonna do a little bit of biking, not much, and then I'm gonna do some hard pace cows on the rower. Because that's a little bit more like a dumbbell snatch, a little bit the pull. So I'm going to do a few like 10 cal hard pace, get the heart rate going, get the hamstrings, glutes firing so I can stay out of my low back. It's only 90 reps with a 50-pound dumbbell, so my back should be all right, but it is also one-sided. So you're going to do all with it, right? You don't get to go back and forth and relieve the one side. So, definitely want the hamstrings and glutes activated. Getting that butt down on those dumbbell snatches will be important. Letting the arm hang, driving the weight up. And then I'm gonna do some burpees. I'll do a couple of the movements, obviously a couple of reps, a couple little run throughs, probably like 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, or 4-4, 4-4, or something like that. Get my shoulders opened up, hips opened up a little bit. But yeah, that's not a ton of warm up. Just getting the heart rate up is really the most important thing, because you don't want the heart rate to spike at the start of the workout. Because if all of a sudden your heart rate's at, 60, and then it goes to 140, like you're gonna feel that, and it's gonna be like, oh, I need to slow down, right? So you want that heart rate up a little bit before you start this.
Sydney's doing it with you.
Yeah, Sydney's gonna do it with me. She was the one who was very fired up to do it. Yeah, it's always fun, with your significant other, throwing down, getting a little workout in. So I'm excited. She's a little nervous with the dumbbell. She doesn't really lift heavy all that often, even though she's strong. She's scared the 35-pound dumbbell might be a little heavy for her, so she might go scaled. I don't know. I told her, hey, just have fun with it. Who cares? It's just for you. You're doing it to have fun. So if you want to go 20, go 20. If you want to go 35, go 35. Talking about you, baby.
I haven't decided yet what weight I'm gonna use, so we'll see. What should I do to warm up, coach?
Get those hips opened up a little bit. Get those shoulders opened up. Do your little hang. Hard pace on the row.
My shoulders are tight. When's the last time you did the open, Sid?
I'll have to look, but I want to say like 7 or 8 years ago. So it's been a long time.
Back in the garage. It's warming up. Not being so weak, you know. But it's 60, so I'm good.
How many open announcements have you done?
2. Both against Scott Panchek. I got him the first time, and then he got me the second time. The first one was the chipper. It was a 14-minute AMRAP, the 60 cal row, 50 toes to bar, 40 wall ball, 30 power cleans, 20 muscle ups, and you did and that was a 14-minute AMRAP. And the second one was the first time the handstand push up with the lines, and the power cleans. And so yeah, it was a little funky. The judging was a little weird. I remember you didn't realize, right? Like you needed to kind of retract your shoulders as you did the measurement. And I reached like this, and then basically I put my heels where I couldn't really get them over the line because I stretched my arms like this. And when you're in a handstand push-ups, your shoulders are actually down and back, right? So when you do that, you need to retract your shoulders for that measurement. And I remember being like, I probably shouldn't have got 1 rep, but they gave me some for some reason. I don't know. But that's just what happens at those announcements. They're always a little hectic, a little crazy, and yeah. So, but they're fun, really fun. Movement standards, dumbbell snatch. Each rep starts with both heads of the dumbbell on the ground. Oh, so both heads of the dumbbell have to touch each rep.
Okay.
Oh, a 2-foot takeoff or landing is not required.
So can I step over?
But both feet have to be in the air at some point.
Oh, I can't. So no step.
So you can't step over. No. That's really it. Pretty simple. What's funny is actually on burpees, I'll touch to right here. So I have to really get my chest down. I don't know why. I'll kind of go like that, right?
Yeah.
Where my chest is still kind of up.
That doesn't count.
So I have to literally realize to be oh. Boom.
Cheater rep.
I have to throw my chest to the ground. That's why the dumbbell isn't where you make the time. You got to be smooth on the dumbbell, not fast, smooth. And then the burpees are fast.
Oh, see? I don't know about that. My burpees are slow.
Yeah, that's going to be spicy. Spicy. It really does. It gives me a target to go to.
Will you do it for mine? What?
Yeah. Okay. So I gave myself a little wiggle room on the dumbbell.
Yeah. Oh, just so you know where to keep putting
just
it down?
Kind of it's okay, in that general vicinity, you should be good.
Okay.
Now, what I want to do, this is where you want to bring your feet to, right? So you know that you're going to go over the dumbbell, right?
Oh, when you jump.
When you jump.
Okay.
So it's okay, get my feet in that vicinity.
Okay.
Now a portion of my foot's going up. Okay. And then come down and do a burpee. And so this is just kind of a general vicinity for your hands.
Okay.
And that should put you in the same spot every time, if that makes sense. Yeah. My prediction for the CrossFit Open workout was pain, and he definitely nailed it on this one.
Where's the mushroom?
I know, right? There's the workout.
I'll draw a little mushroom on there.
21 dumbbell snatch, one arm. 21 burpee over the dumbbell. 21 dumbbell snatch, the opposite arm. 21 burpee over the dumbbell. 15 dumbbell snatch, 15 burpee. 15 dumbbell snatch, 15 burpee. 9 dumbbell snatch, 9 burpee. 9 dumbbell snatch, 9 burpees. Time cap is 15 minutes. So, if the dumbbell's not heavy, this is a burpee workout. If the dumbbell's heavy, take small breaks, but not too much. And push the burpee a little bit. That's where you're going to kind of lose or gain time. And have fun with it. It's the Open, right? We're here to have fun. Fun. It's a fun and a no fun kind of way. You know what I mean? All right. Nothing left to do it but to do it. So here we go. Harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that was a good workout. It was really fun. If you can get to sea level, get to sea level. I tend to underestimate the 5,000 feet of elevation we're at here. But for a workout like this, where it's really heart rate dependent and breathing dependent, I would definitely try to go somewhere a little lower if I was actually really trying to compete. But this was really fun. It's a good push, a good mental check, because there's really nowhere to stop. If the dumbbells is light enough for you, for if a 50-pound dumbbell snatch isn't that bad for you, the only place to stop is you physically don't want to keep going because your heart rate's too high or you're breathing too much. Time cap. So yeah, that was a good time, a really fun workout. I actually liked it more than I liked it on paper. It would have been cool to have a little bit heavier dumbbell, but I think for the overall purpose of this workout, which is to let everyone get involved, it's a good workout. A great mental check, to can you keep going, even when you really don't want to, but you can because you're not really going to fail a rep. So, my takeaway on it immediately following the workout, I paced the burpees a little too much off the bat. So, if you want to come out a little hotter than you think, because the dumbbell really isn't a factor. It's like just kind of keep moving it, and then I feel like the burpees is where you make or break your time here on this workout. And I throttled back a little too much, I think, on those first couple sets of 21, where there's so many reps. I should have probably flipped it where I went out hot, and if I had to, at the end, you're probably gonna have a little gas left anyways, so you're gonna keep moving. So yeah, if I were to do it again, I would come out a little faster than I did, push the pace on those first 21s burpees. But yeah, overall, great workout, really fun workout. Had fun doing it with my babe over there. She killed it. She scaled the workout. It was good. It was fun. It was a fun push.
How'd the workout go, Sydney?
It went by pretty fast, actually. I was shocked. I'm glad I did the scale and did the 20. I would have jeopardized form with the 35. So I'm glad I did that. It was still hard. I noticed a few times, though, I wasn't getting the dumbbell to the ground, so I was adding extra reps. I forgot to count burpees, so I added extra burpees. But having Josh to push me at the end there made me finish those last 9 reps a lot quicker. I might retest it. We'll see. It was fun though. I can't wait to try it next year with the 35.
This is for fun. This is to have a good time, you know, to push yourself, test yourself. So go out and have fun. There's a bee on your camera. So go out and have fun and enjoy it. And you know, there's really no reason not to sign up unless, you know, for some reason, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got that Fran cough. I'm
gonna get stung.
I know, yeah.
You got it, it's a video.
I know, I was like, when he's gonna get stung? I don't feel bad. As long as we get the video.
It's a good bee. It's a honeybee.
Is it a honeybee?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh.
I wasn't too worried.
Yeah. So yeah, go out, test yourself, have fun, sign up for the Open. You know, unless you have something, you know, some sort of injury that really doesn't allow you to do these movements, then, you know, don't do that. But, you know, if you're good to go, why not? There's nothing wrong with going out and testing yourself, right? Just show you where you're at. Maybe you'll learn something from it. Maybe you'll get something out of it that you didn't think you would. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So go check out the other YouTube videos. The food ones are out. You know, the new programs are out, so check those out. Now pass the word. It's time to pay him.